Peter Billingsley joins us. Ralphie from Christmas Story. Got the new one out, A Christmas Story, Christmas. It's on HBO Max. What's up, Peter? How are you, man? Good morning.
What's going on? I'm doing good, thanks. You?
Yeah, it was good. I loved the movie. Saw it the other day. And
great. Thank you.
So who names a character Scott? Forever I've thought it was Scott. It's Scott.
Wait.
It is?
Scott?
We literally, it's so funny you say that. We had to correct it like a couple times. Even IMDb keeps making it Scott. The first pass of the end crawl credits we got, it said Scott. We're like, guys, it's Scott. So that's Gene Shepard. Gene Shepard wrote all the source material for the original movie. He's a big radio host and wrote a lot of great books for many years. And A Christmas Story was a series of short stories. And the Scott Farkas Affair was one of those short stories.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I don't want to give away the Christmas Story, Christmas, the new one. I want to give away the ending, but it's really well done.
Oh,
man. I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see it coming. I should have. And when it happens, when it ends, you go, "Oh, this is so perfect."
These guys. These guys.
Good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now my brain is like spinning because I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting to watch it with my parents, just like the way I watched the original.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. We're back in '83.
Yes, back in '83 when I was a little kid.
A little Bubba.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, it's been 39 years, so it's, I don't know, we might be one of the longest, or the longest, in cinema history of returning sequels with the original cast. We got all the kids back, which was great, and we were able to build, for those that have seen it, 11 houses on Old Cleveland Street from the original, including the Parker house, the Bubba's house next door, and 9 others. So we really wanted audiences to feel like they're back in that world.
Mm-hmm. It's done really, really well. I mean, it looks exactly like it. And the mom is from the woman from Airplane.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Julie Haggerty. So Melinda Dillon, who played the original mom, has retired from acting. She wished us luck and sent her love, but she no longer acts. So that was a tough task. But in Julie, you have someone who's so comedically gifted. She was a stewardess in Airplane. I mean, as iconic a performance as any. And also just has that great mom quality. She's very loving. She's very kind. So we were thrilled to have her back. And then, as I said, we got the whole original kid cast back.
Peter Billingsley is with us. The movie is A Christmas Story, Christmas. It's on HBO Max. We'll come back, talk more with Peter. It's like you're like holiday royalty. I ain't gonna lie. That's on the way next. Hang on. Peter Billingsley plays Ralphie on A Christmas Story, and the A Christmas Story, Christmas is now out on HBO. If you haven't seen it, highly recommended. Very well done.
I have a question about the new movie. It's not too much of a spoiler, but you take your kids to Higbee's, okay?
The store.
The store to see Santa Claus. 2 questions.
That's right.
One, that set was identical. Does that exist somewhere? Did somebody just rebuild it and make it so perfect?
No, we did. We wanted to. We thought it would be fun. So the original is 1940. This is 1973-ish, right? So we thought, well, they probably still got to slide in some version of that hill as something that they go back to. So we just rebuilt it. The biggest difference in this, and a lot of people don't know, we shot the original movie in Cleveland. So that old house and street were there, and so was Higbee's. This one we shot in Bulgaria.
Wait, I'm sorry,
what?
Bulgaria?
Anything like Bulgaria.
What? Why?
Yeah, well, such are the economies of Hollywood and sort of stage space availability and crew availability. It's how the stars lined up for us on this one. It was a blessing because, as I said, we built those 11 houses. There's some tremendous craftsmen in Bulgaria. I mean, remember the old radio that Ralphie and Randy listened to in the original, like the Little Orphan Annie show?
Yeah.
Very hard to find that again, obviously. And the Bulgarians were like, we'll just build it. Like, what? Build it.
You saying it was cheaper to go to Bulgaria?
Crushed it.
And
got
start
the
from
glass,
scratch.
I feel like you could have gone to somebody's basement in Cleveland and found that radio.
We have one in the green room. We literally have an old
Somebody
Zenith.
probably has it.
Yeah, we have
We
it.
didn't have time to do it. So it kind of wound up being a blessing in that sense.
Well, that is like really cool. And by the way, and I know we're here to talk about A Christmas Story Christmas.
Oh, here we go.
But I just got to say,
God.
Ming Ming, dude, my heart, the day I first saw Elf, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Ralphie, it's Peter Billingsley. And I kept pointing it out to everybody. And like, we were in the theater watching Elf for the first time.
Oh my God.
And
Standing up telling strangers.
I'm like, that's Ralphie. And like, I was that guy. But like, that movie has become one of just like A Christmas Story.
It has, for sure.
Every Christmas, no matter what, it's Elf and A Christmas Story. And now, thank goodness, with this sequel, I can have Elf, Christmas Story, and A Christmas Story story.
Okay,
Christmas.
Before we run out of time, I have one more question about the sequel, about Santa Claus. Is that the same guy?
Yes.
Is it the same guy?
No, that was... No, my gosh.
That's really good casting, because it looked like an old...
Totally different.
Yeah, it looked like an older version
Santa
of the
was
same
bad.
Santa Claus.
Like, that dude was kicking kids in the face, you know what I mean, and enjoying Like, that dude was not, like, what you hope Santa to be. This guy is, at least in ours. That was another thing we did. So we definitely, you'll see in this movie, we take a lot of, like, returning characters, and instead of, like, oh, let's play the same thing again, we kind of adjust. And this is sort of a great Santa. He's got a beautiful beard. And the gal who plays my daughter is really kicking his tires to make sure that he's the real Santa.
It's really cool. Lots of great throwbacks in it. You're gonna love it. It just feels comfortable, and it is a great. I hope they paid you so much, so well.
Hopefully you can retire and never do anything else.
Because
we all wish that as well, my friend. But we were glad to come back. I was fortunate, that they were deferential enough to me to sort of protect this movie, because that was the big thing. Like, we're not going to do this if we're going to do anything that's going to damage the original, as much as we wanted to do this. And so there was a lot of, I think, care and thought to making it its own and making sure that we played enough defense along with offense to protect the Christmas Story.
Yeah, very, very well done.
And you're saying the ending is perfect?
It's
good.
pretty good. It's really good.
Okay.
Christmas Story Christmas. It's on HBO Max. This is Peter Billingsley. He's now Ralph.
Not Ralphie.
Not Ralphie.
Right. Except for to his mom and his friends, of course, he's forever Ralphie, which always happens, right? You go home.
That's right.
It's like that feeling you always go home with your girlfriend or whatever, and it's like, oh, you're all sophisticated now, and then your friends just call you Ralphie. So.
I love it.
A big shout out to HBO Max too. I've been enjoying that platform. I got it, and I don't know if they're the ones that have facilitated all this. I love HBO Max.
It's really good. Peter, thanks, man.
Yeah, it's been great. It's a wide audience.
Peter Billingsley, catch it on HBO Max, like you said. Christmas Story Christmas, and Merry Christmas, Peter.
Merry Christmas to all of you as well. Thank you so much.
We'll see you soon, man. Bye-bye.
Wow, we have videos, lots of them, more than just the one you watched. We got more and more and more and more.
Yeah, subscribe, hit the notification bell, or we'll tell your mom.